The 70-30 rule. As we grow up and become wiser, we quickly realize the importance of money in this world. Some use it to empower themselves, while others use it to control the people around them. The rich get richer by leveraging what they've been taught to create more assets, whereas the poor get poorer by consuming more liabilities. History has shown time after time that the poor get poorer as the rich get richer. This is mostly due to the fact that the wealthy are willing to do what the non-wealthy aren't willing to do. Too many people love to assume that the most affluent people on the planet simply rely on connections or an inheritance in order to build wealth and retain it for many years. Though this is partially true, a wide variety of wealthy people don't come from rich families. In fact, the richest people of today all come from either a dysfunctional or a broken home. A vast majority of people prospering today have achieved incredible results through trials and tribulations that most won't ever get to experience. Instead of following the mass, they have decided to create a path of their own while embracing the challenges it brought. Furthermore, on their way to the top, they've had to make serious sacrifices that changed them for the better. Moreover, they've had to implement strategies and tactics that have been proven to work and that have generated them great results. There are many formulas available out there that can help you reach your financial goals, as well as different variations. Today, we will be discussing an example of a simple formula for creating wealth, in particular, where and how the money should be allocated. The 70% rule or 70-30 rule is a financial principle that not only works but will work forever. With a little adjusting, this will help you throughout your life to know exactly how much to spend, save, and invest no matter your income, debt, where you live, or stage of life. The 70-30 rule in investing is a formula that you can use to divide your taxable income efficiently. According to this rule, 70% of the income should be allocated towards your everyday expenses like food, shopping, paying rent, repaying recurring bills like electricity, etc., traveling, and so on. The rest, which is 30%, should be allocated for your other ancillary expenses. 10% of the 30% of the income should go into savings. If you have a pressuring debt, this can be used to repay it. 10% extra from the 30% of the income should be allocated as capital investments for long-term and short-term goals like retirement, investments in shares, property or business, PPF, NPS, and more. The last 10%, which represent the last portion of the income, should be allocated for charity or donation in some form for a cause that you really value or support. Monthly expenses include everything you spend your money on, including but not limited to bills, utilities, emergency or unexpected expenses, shopping, food, you name it. If you spend money on it, it's considered an expense. It also includes your loans if you have any, such as the car, the house, or student loans. "70% or less is the real key when it comes to spending on expenses. If you don't need to live off of the 70%, then by all means don't. The less you spend, the more you can save and invest, which equals to a better life for your family and yourself. However, 70% is the max you should go. Of the 30% not spent, one-third should go to charity. Charity is the act of giving back to the community and helping those who need assistance. We believe that contributing 10% of your after-tax income is a good amount to strive for, but more is always encouraged. As far as capital investment is concerned, with the next 10% of your after-tax income, you're going to create wealth. There are lots of ways. Let your imagination roam. Take a close look at those skills you develop at work or through your hobbies. You may be able to convert these into a profitable enterprise. You should be using the money to invest, be it in shares, property, or businesses, even if only at a part-time basis. The last 10% should be put into your savings. Poor people spend their money and save what's left. Rich people save their money and spend what's left. It is important to become accustomed to seeing money in your bank account and to not be tempted to spend it. Try to make 20% at least. If you can spare more, sure, do more. Especially if you're paying off debt. Put as much as you can spare towards it so that you can be free and move on to bigger and better things. Always remember that giving, investing, and saving, like any form of discipline, has a subtle effect. At the end of the day, the week, the month, the results are hardly noticeable, but as time passes, the results will be profound. In conclusion, the 70-30 rule in investing is a formula that you can use to divide your taxable income efficiently. According to this rule, 70% is for monthly expenses, anything you need to survive on a monthly basis. The rest, which is 30%, should be allocated for your other ancillary expenses. 10% goes into your savings unless you have pressing debt, in which case it goes towards that debt first. 10% goes towards investments, retirement savings, for college and other things. And the last portion, which is 10%, goes towards donating or teething. The end. Thank you.